The Big Show on Hodaki. Thanks to Night and Day. For the best milkshakes, thick shakes, and super thick shakes.
Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size. This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show. The Hodaki Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Tuesday afternoon. It is the 23rd of January 2024, and you, my friends, as always, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night Day. And Mogi, you stallion, you stud, you Greek Adonis, you statuesque son of a bee. How's life?
Yeah, going pretty grousey, you mad dog, you sick son of a bee. Had a hell of a day today. I'm sort of sorting myself out. I'm getting myself back on track in terms of my old schedule there. Went back to the gym today.
Good on you, mate, yeah.
Bloody good, and just back to sort of watching what I eat instead of just absolutely demolishing anything that's put in front of me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about the gym a little bit later on in the show because, as you know, with my finger at the moment, I'm having to completely readjust my regime.
Yeah.
Maybe lower the weights a little bit like that, but we'll talk about that later. Keyzie, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, good, you sick sons of bees.
Hey,
easy
whoa,
on, fella.
with the language.
Come on now. What the hell was that, Keyzie?
Sorry, my bad. Life is good. Today is going well until then, obviously. But I'm pretty sure I can fix things up and the rest of the show will be great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, actually, speaking about the rest of the show, there's a lot coming up, by the way, fellas. I've got a bit of an update on my mallet finger.
Yeah.
Keyzie, I may have another chance for you on the acting front, mate.
Right.
So that'll be something to look forward to. But this show's about music as well, so shall we crack into it, lads?
We certainly should, but before we do, just quickly, remember, if you want to get in touch, 3483 is the number to text. You can also send us a talk back using the iHeartRadio app, holding down the microphone button, and call us on 0800 Hodaki.
Hey, can you guys indulge me for a second? Fellas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you wearing, New Zealand? Text us, 3483. Here's Audio Slave.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
The police there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. Yes, Mogi?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking, God, the cops are good, eh? The
Yeah,
police
man.
there, the little drum in the background there. I never heard that before, I don't think.
You know that, so that's my go-to karaoke song.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's one
because you
I
were
go
doing
to.
it here in the studio and it was horrendous.
Oh, really? Because I was always told it sounded really cool, like almost exactly like Sting.
Do it now.
Well, now's not the time. 'cause
Oh,
I've
yes,
just
it
done
is.
it.
I think it is.
go on.
I
Next
think it
time I
is.
do it on karaoke,
Yeah.
you guys be sure to record me and put it on the Insta.
Yeah, but that would require you hanging out with us on a social occasion.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Keyzie,
What?
have people been texting through on 3483?
Yeah, people have texted through for some reason saying what they're wearing.
Oh, okay, nice.
Hey,
'Cause
lads.
she's been fiercely hot,
Oh,
Mogi.
warm.
Who is?
No, just the weather, mate.
Oh,
yeah.
say, ice to the front, hoodie, Jay. Hey, lads, just wearing Adidas shorts and a top while on my run before night shift.
Just texting away there, are you?
Yeah. A lot of people here are wearing pretty much nothing. For example, nothing but a penny, work boots, and a backbone. How hot?
Yeah.
Not a backbone t-shirt either, just a
Just a
backbone.
backbone.
G'day, fellas. Snake here. Absolutely freezing in Mosgiel, so I've got a fluffy jacket on and my tool belt. And fizzing up for the Foo Fighters tomorrow night. They're in Christchurch, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
Well,
There,
that's
Keyzie.
That's interesting that it's freezing down there, isn't it? Because it's bloody steaming everywhere else.
Absolutely, and we've been talking about the fact of how hot it's been over the last couple of days, Mogi, and the fact that we all sleep naked.
Yeah.
I think that's true, isn't it? We all sleep
I'm
naked.
a nutty, yeah.
Man, I'll be honest with you, it's been hitting me so badly the last couple of days. I've been tempted to have a little nana nap at like 1 o'clock.
Right.
But I don't do that because then it ruins me for the rest of the day. Little tip for you, though.
Go on.
I get a frozen chicken breast out of the freezer, which I, usually leave out on the on the bench there to thaw. Put that in my undies,
Yeah.
just under my bullos there.
Yeah.
And that cools me right down. And by the time I get home, it's beautifully thawed, room temperature. Whack it in the pan. Bit of salt and pepper, lemon zest. Bob's your uncle. Seriously, man, works a treat.
Do you have that wrapped in a Glad wrap?
Yeah, it comes in, you know how you buy your chicken
I do
breast.
know how I buy
and
my
yeah,
chicken breast.
in the tray there with the
Yeah.
Glad wrap. And I usually only get one breast.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll get two, but if I get two breasts, I tend to separate them because we don't need two breasts.
Can you do it with thighs?
Oh, you could do it with thighs, whatever. As long as it fits in your pants. I just slip it under the bolos. Beautiful, mate. Cools me right down.
How
What do
many
you
wings?
fellas
How many
do?
wings can you fit in there?
Oh, quite a few. And the chicken nibbles, probably 20, 30
yeah.
chicken nibbles.
Yeah.
You see, the thing about the chicken
Little
nibbles,
nuggies.
what I do is I take the chicken nibbles out of the pack and I just sort of surround
scatter
sound.
them.
I just surround sound
Oh, yeah.
my massive fetus.
That's so good, Jase. A hack that I do is I put my jammies in the freezer for 5 minutes.
Oh, that's hot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cool,
yeah,
man.
and then I put those jammies on afterwards, and you're surprisingly cool.
That's cute.
Yeah, your little
Do you
flannels.
find that your burnt meat patty nips,
yeah,
do they sort
definitely.
of start bulging?
Yeah, they
through?
do, Mike. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do find that. How did you know?
What I do is I get a bowl of ice and I put it in front of the fan, the oscillating fan, and that makes it blows cool air rather than your warm air.
Yeah, right.
That's one of the things I do.
Just on the nipples,
We could
you
move
know,
on.
if you're, I don't know, I'm not talking about your burnt meat patties, Keyzie. I'm talking about like just before you go to sleep. It's quite a good tip too to just get a little ice block and rub them around the nipples there.
Right.
Bit of doing action, and you'll find that really cools you down. But what we want to know from you, New Zealand, on 3483 and or on Talkback and or via phone, what are your tips for cooling down in this fiercely dangerous summer heat?
0800 Hodaki is the number to call, by the way, and don't forget we've got $50 night day vouchers.
Oh, that's right, and especially want to hear your talkbacks, all right?
On
Yes,
Especially.
Yeah.
Especially your talkbacks, okay?
Here's Shihart.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
New order there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. We're talking about top tips for keeping cool in summer. And I suggested a frozen chicken breast in the underwear there. You wear it throughout the day, take it home, room temp, cook her up.
Yeah.
Salt and pepper, olive oil, and lemon zest. Any other suggestions here on 3483, Keyzie?
Someone here is saying that they put frozen peas or mixed veggies on their wrists
I hate peas.
because that
Yeah.
cools you
Frozen
down.
peas. Yuck.
But it doesn't matter what, because it doesn't. You won't be tasting it. You know. It's
I only
just-
like fresh peas, though.
Oh, yeah, okay. We'll put fresh peas on your wrist then, Mogi. That'll work.
Okay.
Apparently that gets you chilly in no time. G'day, fellas. My dog likes to sleep on the bed, so at the moment we're trialling putting the dog in the freezer for about an hour and a half before going to bed. Seems to be working. It's been quite cool at the moment.
Nice.
Actually, that's not a bad move, is it?
Yeah.
Can you just, give your dog a bit of a cuddle? She'll be all frozen. Keep
Yeah.
you cool. Now, we've got...
Nothing worse than a hot dog.
Yeah. Oh. I was going to say we got Brody on. I would have pushed to answer, but because of my mallet finger, I can't.
Oh, it's a shame. I'll have to do it.
Yeah. Brody, you mad bastard. How's life?
How are you, fellas? You backbones?
Yeah, good thanks, Brody. Where are you calling from, mate?
Currently on the road towing some sheep down in Pukekohe, actually.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
Have you got them in a trailer, man, or are they running?
They're running on the trailer, actually.
Oh, yeah, beauty.
Yeah, nice.
smart.
Like a running treadmill, sort of.
Yeah,
operation.
yeah.
So tell me, Brody, what
Oh,
do you
hang on. What do you do for a crust,
That's
mate?
what I was just about to say, Keyzie.
Well, I play in the NZNBL for the Bulls.
Ah!
Backbone!
Oh,
Now, Brody, you obviously, a bit of a backbone. You do good hard jacker out there, mate. What does Brody do to cool down?
I'm quite a big fan of the old cold shower, during summer.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it seems to just, detox off such stuff, just the negative energy and the heat.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Yeah, so having a cold shower. I've never thought of having a cold shower because my showers are always hot, Brody.
Oh, hot and steamy, are they?
Yeah, mate, you know it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Actually, same here, Keyzie.
What's that? You
I've never thought of having a... Mogi, what about... I mean, now that I think about it, I go, hang on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I've got a shower in my house,
Oh, yeah.
and you can put it on cold.
Yeah, it's got cold water
Yeah,
as well. You just got to mix it in there.
Yeah.
I had a cold shower at the gym today.
Did you?
Yeah, I was to the front.
Oh, so you already knew about it?
It just sort of occurred to me. I guess I must be some kind of a genius.
Yeah, right. Actually, Jase, if you don't stop looking out the window there, mate, you will need a cold shower soon. Hey, Brody, thanks for the call, mate, by the way. $50 night and day voucher coming your way.
Oh, how good. Cheers, fellas.
Yeah,
So
good on
good.
you, Brody. And I just want to reiterate to all the people out there, actually, feel free to call us at any stage on 0800 Hodaki.
Oh, absolutely. And another great way to keep things cool is to make love in your fridge or your freezer.
in
If
your
you've
freezer.
got a bigger one, so if you've got a deep freeze, which
Yeah.
are more sort of something that people had back in the day, but you can get your hands on one relatively cheaply because they're quite expensive to run. But yeah, a little bit of lovemaking in there, beautiful.
Yeah. Change it up a bit, Mogi?
Yeah.
Yeah, good
Just
stuff,
move
mate.
the frozen peas out of the way there, Keyzie.
Okay. Yeah, man.
All right.
So good. Oh, these ads.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed. Queens of the Stone Age there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. Great to have your company if you're just joining us. That Red Bull's just kicking in now, fellas.
Right.
That I
Yeah,
pumped
right.
before the show there.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo! Bring it on. Let's go. Where?
So I'm probably going to get a colonoscopy next week.
Oh.
Have you heard about those?
Yes, I think I have, yeah. Where
Yeah.
you get the old douche up the old tubey.
That doesn't make any sense. So is that when they sort of clean out your anus?
this is what it says on the internet. A colonoscopy involves a specially trained health professional, so that you can't do it, Keyzie, all right?
Oh, bugger.
No matter how much you would want to.
Yeah, heaps.
Specially trained health professional putting a thin tube into your anus, in brackets, bottom.
Right, your bottom
Okay.
anus. That's good. Because
Yeah,
there's two of them, isn't
okay.
there?
There was a very small camera on the end of the tube which is used to examine the lining of your bowel wall to see if there are any problems. A colonoscopy can identify whether polyps or cancers are present, but you just have to scrape away.
Oh, my God.
I was just thinking, the little camera there on the end of the old tubey.
Yeah.
Mogi. Oh, can you imagine?
Do not turn this into an old Keyzie yarn, all right?
Well, I was just thinking
Let's
if you
stick
had
with
one,
Mike Minogue
it would
getting a colonoscopy.
It would be an absolute abomination.
Would
but,
it?
Yeah, but no,
Would it?
sorry. Okay, well, that's good, mate. So you're being, what is it, precautionary, obviously?
Just precautionary. I've had a mate
bit of a
who
gander.
I've had a mate who was having some issues there, and so he went along and he found some polyps. Well, he didn't. The health professional did, and you've got to get a health professional, Keyzie, all right? But yeah, and I think the polyps are what can turn into the cancer, you see. So you got to get it checked out. We're not getting any younger, Hoodie J.
No.
Do you know that? And I
No.
think Matt Heath had one. I think Matt Heath had one done late last year.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I just think I'm going to get it checked out, just precautionary. It doesn't sound like it's a lot of fun.
No, well, I had one done
Oh, at the end of last year.
the end of last year in the public toilets there in New Lynn.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
it
right.
wasn't a thin tubey. He just put his phone on the end of what are those things called when you're doing selfies?
Oh, selfie
Selfie
stick.
A
stick.
selfie stick. And
Jab
just went
that
to
up there.
douche.
Yeah.
And went, nah, she's sweet as Hoodie J. That'll be $80. And we had a little chat about the Warriors.
Yeah.
What kind of phone was it? Like quite a small one, I'm hoping, or
Well, no, I think it was the latest iPhone.
14 plus,
14,
max.
yeah.
Jeepers.
Because I can get good pictures in there.
Yeah.
I've never had one. Maybe I should go have one.
You should go and have one for sure.
But it is a serious issue, actually. If you are of that age, it's a very good thing to go and do.
Men's health, isn't it?
Men's health.
Because apparently you get problems up there, Keyzie.
Right.
Yeah.
Who, me?
Well, you, me, Hoodie J, anyone. Most likely you.
Right.
But it could happen to anybody.
Yeah,
But
okay.
if it was percentages,
I don't like the way you're saying most likely me. But you are right. We aren't getting any younger.
I'm not.
Yeah. Well, Jase is somehow, but
Yeah. Oh, well, good on you, Mogi.
I'll let you know how it goes. And I was
yeah.
thinking I might be able to do a live broadcast.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. We'll just live stream it on our OnlyFans page.
And if you can get any pics, we can.
Oh, yeah.
Old Pugsy can put them on the Insta.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
It's a beautiful tune, man.
Do you really like it, do you, Mogi? Oh, jeez, Keyzie. I said no.
to what?
You said, do you want the end of our music? What did I say?
I didn't
no.
hear you. Oh, did you say no?
Yeah, that was Blink 182, by the way.
Oh, Blink. How I'll write that down. Blink.
It's pronounced Blink 182.
Is it?
Yeah.
It was Blink 182. I'm going to
okay.
put that on my Spotify and check it out because that was a bloody hell of a tune.
That's a crack.
Now, listen, heaps coming up after 5 o'clock, including a huge opportunity for Keyzie Mogi
Yeah.
on the old acting front.
Who's Keyzie Mogi?
And I'll tell you what, it's the first time ever as his agent that they've specifically asked for him without me having to plug or
do some work.
do some work for him. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
So
'Cause
does that
usually
mean-
it's like pushing excrement uphill, trying to get him an audition and all that sort of jazz.
Yeah. So does that mean that I don't need to pay you then? Because you've done nothing.
No.
If I get the role,
Well, I mean, even though they specifically wrote it for you and asked for you, I'm still not confident you'll get the role, Keyzie.
Right.
Speaking about pushing excrement uphill, I'm in a whir of a spot of bother with my old mallet finger.
Oh, yeah.
So you see I've done my homemade splint there, Mogi?
Pretty cute.
And all I'll say is two-stroke Hoity J is under a lot of pressure at the moment. We'll be talking about that after 5.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night Day. And remember, everyone that texts through, everyone that calls through 10800 Hodaki or sends us a talkback on the Talkback Radio app goes in the draw for a $50 Night Day
Jase.
voucher.
It's on the iHeartRadio app,
What did I say?
Talkback Radio app.
Always same thing. You know,
And
you
the
know what
text
I'm
number
saying.
is 3483, just FYI. everyone.
Hey, what did I say about that?
You didn't say it.
Oh, 3483.
You know what? I think I should be the anchor of this show.
Yeah, well, you can if you want. I'm fatigued at the moment.
Are you?
I'm densely fatigued.
Have you tried having a Red Bull?
Yeah, I did.
How's that going?
I might need to smash another one, actually.
I reckon.
Hey, coming up, big opportunity for Keyzie on the acting front, Mogi.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Very
Is
excited.
it like, are you genuine? Is this genuinely a good opportunity, or is it just one of those things where we do something, maybe look stupid, and then that's it, and I don't hear back?
well,
no.
it's not us that make you look stupid.
Yeah. We
Well, I
give you
feel
the
like-
opportunity.
I feel like you kind of, yeah, okay.
I mean, if you look stupid, that's all on you, Keyzie.
What about all the sort of the auditions I did last year? Have you heard back from any of them?
Oh, I've
No.
heard- in the sense that, no news is normally means that you haven't got the job.
Right.
Yeah. But then
Oh.
we did have a note from one of them that said, can you stop sending auditions from Keyzie?
But this one's...
So that's good. It narrows it down, streamlines it.
Right, okay.
Yeah, because I was going to say no news is good news, but I've been getting quite a few messages on that front. Generally in that sort of vein of thinking, which
Right.
is, can you not send us that?
Right.
Or one of them was, are you taking the piss?
Yeah, right. Okay,
Yeah,
but this
yeah,
one's different,
yeah.
though, because they specifically asked for me.
Yeah, they specifically asked for you and they specifically wrote it for you.
Right.
So, yeah, should be good, Keyzie.
All right,
I
can't
have
wait.
high hopes. Oh,
Oh,
gives me time to have a little nana nap, doesn't it?
Does.
Old November rain, guns, roses.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Guns Roses here on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. The time is 14 minutes past 5 o'clock. G'day if you're just joining us, by the way. Now, I've got another opportunity for Keyzie on the old acting front as his agent.
Yeah.
And the exciting thing about this one, I guess, Mogi, is that I was approached directly and they specifically asked for Keyzie.
Yeah, man.
And said that they included this scene and wrote this scene with Keyzie in mind.
Right.
But it's not an offer, is it? It's not an offer. He still has to audition.
He still has
They still want to make
audition.
sure.
Yeah, they just want to make sure that you nail it.
I get it.
And it's an American production filming in New Zealand.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's
So,
cool. Okay.
It's pretty good. Did you get the script?
Yes, it's just coming through.
Yeah. And did you get my notes?
Yes.
Okay. Good stuff. So
Right.
you know what we're looking for.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
yeah.
accent, I can do that. I can fit in.
Good stuff. Well, we're ready to go, fellas.
Let's give it a go.
If you want, could you play the other part there, Mogi?
Sure.
What's his part?
Young stud.
Young stud.
Oh, right.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm a bit old, but
Yeah.
for the purposes of this.
Middle-aged stud.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll do the big print.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Interior. Isolated gas station deep in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains. Night. Seated on the front porch, the local drongo sits on a rocking horse playing a banjo. He's giving it absolute death.
Can you turn that up, Keyzie? I just want to get it.
I'll just increase the size of the print there. His attention is drawn to an approaching vehicle. A Toyota Aqua truckie pulls in to refuel. A young stud steps out and begins refueling. Soon the young stud notices the town drongo. Young stud.
G'day, mate. Just wondering if you could point me towards the nearest hotel.
Local drongo.
Well, hot dog. Howdy there, partner. Why don't you come on down to my neck of the woods and I'll butter your butt and call you a biscuit. I'll shuck your corn if you know what I mean. What?
The young stud thinks for a moment, weighing up this suspiciously generous offer. Young stud.
Yeah, man, that'd be mint.
Cut to the barn at the farmer's house for a graphic 90-minute sex scene with full frontal nudity.
90-minute sex scene with full frontal nudity.
Well, yes, I imagine there would be if it's going to be 90 minutes
So
long.
that seems long for a movie. Like, is that the whole plot of the movie?
Well, I think they come up with that sort of stuff later. So there'll be a barn.
Right.
There'll be sort of like out in the paddock at some point on the front porch. Well, you sort of mix it up, don't you?
I can honestly see in this scene actually the dialogue becoming superfluous.
Yeah.
What does
You
that
know what I
mean?
mean? Well, just not necessary.
Yeah.
Right. Almost like...
surplus to requirement.
And
Right.
could you go a bit heavier on the accent there, Keyzie? Because it wasn't...
Well, that's
I
the other
wasn't
thing,
convinced.
too. I feel a bit uncomfortable. You know, well, hot dog, howdy there, partner, I'll butter your butt,
Why
call
do
you
you
a
feel-
biscuit.
Why do you feel uncomfortable?
I just feel like I'm sort of, you know, it's almost a stereotype.
And to be,
Yeah, it is.
And to be fair, my read wasn't great too. The print was too small.
Yeah,
I
it was
couldn't actually
shocking.
see it. So should we do this again? We ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
All right, go.
Interior. Isolated gas station deep in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains. Night. Seated on the front porch, the local drongo sits on a rocking horse playing a banjo. He's giving it absolute death. His attention is drawn to an approaching vehicle. A Toyota Aqua Truckie pulls in to refuel. A young stud steps out and begins refueling. Soon, the young stud notices the town drongo. Young stud.
G'day, mate. Just wondering if you could point me in the direction of the nearest hotel.
Local drongo.
Well, hot dog. Howdy there, partner. Why don't you come on down to my neck of the woods, and then I'll butter your butt and call you a biscuit.
I'm afraid this is
What?
creeping into racist.
Yeah.
It's not
so am I,
good.
actually.
But
I
he
could
said
see
crank
some-
up the accent.
Some
Just do that last line there, Keyzie.
I'll shuck your corn if and you know what I mean. Is that what you mean?
That was good.
that was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was.
believe you. That's the thing.
We've
I
got a-
believe you will
yeah.
shuck his corn.
Can you do that line again?
I'll shuck your corn if and you know what I mean.
The young stud thinks for a moment, weighing up the suspiciously generous offer. Young stud.
Yeah, man, keen.
Cut to the barn at the farmer's house for a graphic 90-minute sex scene with full frontal nudity.
See, do I have to do that sex scene?
Well, obviously, it's your character.
All right, tell them I'll do it.
And there'll be corn cobs
Great.
and butter.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
The Offspring there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. The time is 5:25.
So good.
Huh. Hey, fellas, a bit of an interesting one. I've just seen this article on one of the local rags there, and it's about the windiest region in the country.
Windiest.
Wingiest.
Oh.
You know, people who whinge. Whinging. Where would you reckon it would be?
My gut instinct would be Wellington.
Yeah?
No, windiest, Jase, not windiest.
No, windiest. My gut says Wellington. It's very political down there.
It is.
There's a
Because of the
Parliament's down there.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
And all
Parliament's
the
down there.
politicians are down there. That makes it quite political.
Yes, very political, and
Yeah.
you know, there's quite a few factions.
Oh, there's
My-
factions.
Yes, factions in Wellington. That would be my gut instinct.
My gut instinct, but it's not as big as Jace's gut instinct, is Tauranga, actually, my neck of the woods, because everyone's complaining about how all the Aucklanders have moved down there and now the roads can't handle everyone. There's no parking and blah,
yeah.
blah.
Yeah, it's terrible
Yeah, no.
infrastructure and all
Yeah.
that
As
sort
we
of
went
stuff
down
going
there,
on.
it was a shambles.
Oh,
Wasn't
Remember
it?
that?
Just
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
really got deep inside my
Wasn't
goat.
that bad.
Well, Wellington only had 273 reports that were related to leaks and burst mains because they're having a shambles at the moment, aren't they? Because they're
Yes.
losing over a third of their water to leaks.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how you do it. In Northland, people have had a guts full of the poor state of their roads, Keyzie. So they've got
Right.
a bit in common with the your brotherhood over in Tauranga.
Yep.
But in Bay of Plenty, the majority of complaints are about car parks.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, actually, that makes sense.
88 complaints about car parks.
Is there quite a few complaints from Aucklanders complaining about how heinous Tauranga is?
Nothing about that.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought there'd be something about, the state of the restaurants on the across the road from the beach there, and there be no decent bars or anything.
Yeah,
but there
totally.
doesn't seem to be anything
Oh, it
about
seems like
that.
a bit of a drive-by for no reason.
There was 10,000 complaints in Auckland, but incredibly, Canterbury was the wingiest.
Wow.
with out of a total of 100,000 complaints across the country, Canterbury had 82,884 of them.
So that's like 82%.
It's like 82,000.884%. The pressing issues were graffiti with over 20,000 complaints, rubbish with over 15,000, broken pipes over 10,000, potholes 8,000, and tree-related problems. There's a lot of issues with the trees down there. People sort of text into this line they've got operating down there and just say, look, we've got to get rid of this tree, it's dangerous, but what it really is they just want it cut back a bit because it makes their property look a bit better.
Yes.
But yeah, I guess Canterbury strikes me as a place with a lot of boomers. Would that be right?
Well, funnily enough, I would have not picked
I'm actually
Canterbury
surprised,
because they're backbones down there. I know that there was one little area in Canterbury where there was a horrific smell of poos in the township.
That's right.
So, I could sort of see it from them. And, of course, let's put into the equation there, they're still having to deal with the after effects of the old earthquake.
That's true.
Which has taken forever to sort of fix up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't think it explains 20,000 complaints about trees.
No,
does
that's
it?
true. That's true.
No. The one thing that Canterbury does actually have is, I know we're not doing the windiest, but it is actually really windy down there. And so if there are massive trees, as you found, especially ones that drop their leaves all the time, that could be a massive pain
There's
in the ass.
15,000 complaints about the wind.
How are you supposed to stop the wind?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the trouble, Keyzie.
Right.
Well, that's really interesting, actually. So,
Because, Jase, what would you do? Because you have trouble controlling your wind.
because Cantabrians are the windiest in the country. I just want to put it out there, because I don't want to say something like that without Cantabrians having the opportunity of defending themselves.
Yeah, good idea.
So give us a call on 0800 Hodaki if you take issue with that survey.
Or do us a talk back on the old iHeartRadio app there.
Or text us on 3483 on your mobile.
Or send us a letter.
Yeah.
Or email us.
Or come to the station and knock on the door. We'll ignore you, though.
Yeah, totally.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Kaiser Chiefs there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show. The Keyzie is giving me the most filthy look at the moment.
He's not happy, is he?
He's a little moody. He's in a
Why? Jase.
He's in a little moody.
Jase, why is everything to do with me little?
I don't know, Keyzie.
It has a Y on the end of it.
Well, actually, not. Let's be specific here. Not everything about you is little.
It has a Y on the end of it. Right. Okay.
And I won't get into what isn't little about you.
Oh, I think it's obvious, my penis. Thanks, mate.
No, you're abundant
Hey, so
closer in your
Jase,
Yeah.
have you heard about the boat trip?
The boat
Have
trip.
you heard about the boat trip we're doing?
Nah.
Do you want to hear about it?
Sure, man.
Yeah, okay. So what's happening in New Zealand is the big show is officially, well, we're not going on the road. We're going on the water. We're going on a boat trip.
Keyzie, this is a really important thing that we're doing here. Can you have a bit more?
You got to nail this down,
Can
man.
you have a bit more enthusiasm, please?
Okay.
Enough of this little trembly bottom lip crap.
All right, here we go. The Hodaki Big Show is going on the water.
Is it the
Jase?
Wait,
Jase.
Is it the big show boat trip?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
The Hodaki Big Show is going on the water with the Big Show boat trip thanks to Maritime New Zealand and Safer Boating Partners. How would you like to join our backbone crew for a live show on Thursday the 15th of February? If so, enter now at hodaki.co.nz and you can win a spot for you and a mate on the old boat there.
Sound like a guess at the
We'll
end.
also,
is that
hang
right?
on, we'll also fly you up from anywhere in New Zealand.
Oh, what about down?
Or down. I suppose you're down as well. That would also work. Come on board with Hodaki, Maritime New Zealand, and Safer Boating Partners. Kia matata, everyone. Stay safe out there.
That's exciting, and I've seen this boat. This boat is bloody fancy. I've never been on a boat as fancy as this boat.
Have you seen the boat, Jase?
I'm looking forward to you reclining on the boat in your Speedos, Moogie.
Oh, yes. Yeah, what's the story with it? How long were you out on it? Are we out on it all day?
Yeah, we're doing the show on it for a
caught
sec.
And
that.
our show's
I
3
caught
hours,
that.
Mogi.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
And I'll be doing some fish. I'll be doing some fishing.
Yeah.
Maybe a few nudie plunges off the bow.
A few nudie cannonballs.
Yeah, for sure.
Cannonballos.
I tell you what, it's going to be a great day, and I'm going to insist. We'll have to get into the coffers here. Get some oysters on board.
Oysters?
Have some
That's
oysters.
fancy, eh?
You know what I mean? Some prawns, that
Yeah.
sort of thing. A few
Yeah.
snackies.
All right, fine. Well, we can look into that, Jase. But you need to remember, all right, when you're heading out on the water this summer, Make sure you're prepared, all right, Jase? Always have a life jacket on,
Yeah.
Jase. Always have 2 forms of waterproof communication. And check the marine
The
weather
marine
forecast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
When you're out in your little kayaky there
good call, Keyzie.
and your little lifey jackety.
Good call, Keyzie.
Yes, so good, fellas.
Hey. But AC/DC!
Yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
AC/DC there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. Coming up after 6 o'clock as always. What's on the TV with Mike Minogue?
Jase, it's Tuesday.
What did I say?
Tuesday. Nah, you didn't. Just joking, man. Carry on. You're a good fella. Hey, what's coming up after 6, Jase?
What's on the TV with Mike Minogue? Plus, there's a new segment.
That's right. It's basically you guys tell us what you're having for dinner. Pugs has just made us a fresh sting. Should we listen to it?
Yeah, man, why not?
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys. Text here from Steve. What's for tea, New Zealand? With me, Keyzie. So good.
So basically what we want you to do is text 313-483 what you're having for tea.
Yes.
And then Keyzie reads it out to us as the show's going along so we get a feel for what's happening on the dining tables across New Zealand.
Yes.
The other thing, too, is everyone that does text through on 3483 or sends us a talkback using the iHeartRadio app, you instantly go in the draw for $50 night and day vouchers. We've got a whole heap of them, so it's worth getting stuck in.
Yeah,
and tell us who
totally, mate.
you are as well and where you're texting from.
Yeah, good stuff, mate.
Good
Yeah.
on you, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night Day. Hey, now, I know that at the Night Day, you can buy lots of sweet treats, fellas.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Your
Lolos.
milkshakes, your lollies, your bags of lollies.
Ice
all that
creams sometimes.
Ice creams, that sort of thing. And the podcast outro today was very focused on sweet stuff. On our favourite puddings, if you'll recall.
Yeah, but Jace, what's the podcast outro?
That's bonus material, Keyzie. We do outside of the radio show before we record or do the live radio show.
Oh, wow. And you can
What?
find that by searching Hodaki Big Show, wherever you get your podcast from. Here's a clip from today's one.
I wonder if a chocolate eclair is good out of the oven. I've never had one out of the oven.
A fresh one, yeah.
Fresh one.
Fresh.
Have you ever had a fresh one, Keyzie?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, man.
I think so. Yeah, I think I have.
Have you had a fresh
You're
one?
just making that up to impress us, would you, Joe? I know you.
But nothing. I
Well, it
mean,
worked.
if we're having
Colour
if
me
we're-
impressed.
if we're having sweet chats, nothing beats for me the old cheesecake.
Nah.
Yeah, cheesecake's delicious. Why do you not like anything?
Such
I-
a Grinch,
no.
Mogi.
You are a Grinch.
And you have to tune in to find out why I'm such a Grinch.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah, pudding chat.
I mean, usually it's Keyzie who can be a bit stroppy on
Oh,
those
really,
things.
is it, Jase?
Yeah. But today, Mogi, Keyzie,
Filthy I was.
Mogi was in a whore of a mood.
Yeah,
Actually,
what
I thought we were all in a good mood.
Yeah.
Except for you,
Well, this is
Jace.
what Jace does. When he's in a bad mood, he tells everyone that we're all in hers of moods.
Well, Jace was in such a bad mood that he sculled a Red Bull. Didn't you? It did change your attitude, though.
Yeah, it did.
Bucked you right up.
Yeah.
Went too far, though. Now you're kind of annoying. Hey, Kilo's text coming in on 3483. What's for tea New Zealand up next? Oh, Jace, the Killers.
Well, obviously, Keyzie.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yeah, man.
I love that song.
Do you?
It'll be
I do.
good live tomorrow night in Christchurch. Foo Fighters.
Yeah, man.
Pretty good.
Fui Fui Moi Moi. That was their original name.
Really?
Yeah. But then they found out there was a rugby league player called Fui Fui Moi Moi.
And they changed it to Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Because they wanted to have a
crazy.
fight with Fui Fui Moi Moi. Do you hear
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
I heard it on this show like 2.5 years ago, actually. Now that I think about it.
Hey, but right now it's time for...
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys. Text here from Steve. What's for tea, New Zealand? With me, Keyzie. Yeah, that's right. It's a really great new segment, which we've also done a lot in the past, where you tell us what you're having for
Well,
tea.
it's got a shiny new look with it
Yeah.
now because we got the sting.
It's had a facelift.
Yeah, totally.
Um,
Had a bit of Botox shoved into it.
G'day, fellas. Garlic prawns and ramen tonight. Yum.
Ramen. Nice. Who's that
Hey.
from, man?
Doesn't say.
Oh.
You know what we had last night, Mogi?
We
We had my wife and I a
wife.
That was a good one. That's the first one of the show, actually. Good
an
one.
old school 70s prawn cocktail.
Oh, did you? Now, was
said-
it in a bed of lettuce?
Yes.
Shredded lettuce?
Yes.
Yeah. With
Yes.
a little bit of that Thousand Island dressing, I think it's called.
Well,
It is.
You can make your own little mayonnaise.
Ketchup and mayonnaise.
Thank you, Keyzie, which gives it that little pinky hue. And it was actually bloody nice.
Oh, they're a delicious treat. My grandmother used to make it. It was
Yeah.
an institution. Loved it. Little entree there, Keyzie.
Nice.
Well, that was my main meal. I ate very minimally.
Yeah, nice. G'day, fellas. Jory here.
Who?
Jory.
Spelled.
Jori.
Nah, that's not a proper name.
That's not
Isn't
how you
it?
spell
Made
it.
up.
No.
Well, who are we to... cooking the wife steak, eggs and chips for dinner. Great meal for a miserable, rainy Christchurch evening. It sucks
Don't
down here. I hate it.
Have a whinge about it.
Yeah, Jesus. Brad from Papa Moore's having meat.
Oh.
I'm so scared to read these out after the whole situation we had last night. We're having some barbecue smoky glazed chicken thighs with beans, coleslaw and garlic bread tonight.
Okay.
That sounds yummy.
Beans.
Yeah, that's not too bad. My wife likes a bean, Mogi.
Oh, does she?
She loves her green beans.
I like a green bean
And
also.
and she just blanches them.
Yeah, I like
You
a
know what I mean?
blanch.
Yeah, not a boil.
Yeah. Little bit of olive oil, a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of maybe 1 clove of garlic in there, a little bit of lime.
Salt.
Whip. Salt.
Bit of salt.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Chemical Brothers there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday after. What's on the telly with Mike Minogue.
Good stuff, guys.
Was it?
Except for Keyzie.
Yeah. And can you not be so pre-ejaculative with the intro there? It's really
Well, it's
unprofessional,
just, Jase,
Keyzie.
sometimes you're shagging around. We've got to get to it, man. We've got to be snappier.
Last night I watched Seinfeld after Keyzie watched the Maestro episode. And I went to bed really early and I thought, but yeah, a couple of little episodes of Seinfeld will be good. And I watched the one, unbelievably, about massive schnozzers.
Oh, the girl with the big nose?
There's a girl that George has seen. She's got
That's
a massive honker.
I remember that
George
one,
has
yes.
got no job, and he sort of encourages her to get a nose job. He's sort of, how will I do it? How will I do it? And then her and George and everybody's around at Seinfeld's house there. Jerry, as he's known.
Elaine and that?
Elaine and that, and old Kramer, man. And Kramer's talking about, the amount of beautiful women that there are in New York, and this woman is like, oh, well, you know, I wish I was like that. And he goes, you're every bit of as beautiful as them.
That's right.
If you got a nose job.
All you need is a nose job.
It was a very funny episode. A lot of chat about schnozzers in there. It was really good. And I tell you what, while I was watching it, all I could think about was Keyzie.
Why? Sorry, don't you start turning this around on me as well, Mogi, a.k.a. second largest nose on the Big Show, and first largest Hoity J.
Look.
What? Go on.
No. I'm not going to go
What did you
there.
watch, Hoodie J?
Pardon?
Huh?
Oh, what did I watch?
Yeah.
I watched Mr. Organ.
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys heard about that?
Is that a story about a guy with a massive organ on the front of his head?
No.
Oh, it's the Jason Hoyt story.
But
sorry.
it is a story about a guy with a massive organ.
Really?
Yeah, well, it's a porn.
Oh,
Yeah. It's called Mr. Organ.
Right.
Really good, actually.
yeah, right.
Because I think there's a feeling out there, people with big organs
Sure.
tend to get judged a certain way. You know what I mean? And it was just a really good kind of doco about, people with massive organs.
Here we go.
Here
we go.
No. People with massive,
And I can relate to it really well.
To not judge, basically.
Yeah.
And there were a few scenes in there where, because the guy that the story was about, who they called Mr. Organ, was a porn star.
Right.
And so there would be, they'd have him doing his scenes and stuff and then chatting about it afterwards. Well, that's what I heard. I only watched the first 10 minutes.
Was it good?
So good, man.
Yeah, nice. I watched Country Calendar
Oh, yeah.
last night. Episode about a lady from Canada who met a New Zealander, then moved down to the old Marlborough area, and then now is big into dog trials.
Oh, yeah. Dog trials.
Yeah. So using your dog to get the sheep down from the top of the
I
hill.
know what it is.
Yeah, we know what a
with
dog
the dogs,
trial is.
like
Yeah.
a whistle and then they're competitive as well.
And yeah.
A guy called Bruno is training her.
Bruno.
Training who? The lady?
The lady in how to be a really good dog trialist.
Right,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a really good What's on the TV with Mike Minogue,
Yeah.
I thought. Plenty to, wrap your teeth around.
Yeah.
That is not how the saying goes. Sink your teeth into.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Garbage there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. Eyes to the front, Mogi. Bloody Nora. Holy smoke. Hey, now, have you heard about the Leaving Las Vegas prize?
Leaving Las Vegas.
League in Las Vegas, fellas.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
have.
the Red Bull's, kicking in now.
Yeah, it's only like 2.5 hours later. Mike, have you heard of the league in Las Vegas?
I've heard of it.
Yes. So we're all across it then?
Yeah.
Should we move on?
Oh,
Yeah.
I reckon we should. Because if we're all across it, I'm assuming the rest of the listeners are across it too.
The problem is that the more that you talk about it, the more entries there are going to be and the less chance that we've got of winning it.
That's
So
true.
I think we're just better off keeping it to ourselves.
Have you guys entered it?
Oh, yeah.
What did you do to enter it?
Well,
Wow.
mate, when you've got rugby league in your veins like old Hoity J, of course I'm going to enter it, Keyzie.
Right.
I mean, it's an amazing, trip to LA and Las Vegas for 5 nights. Accommodation paid for, flights paid for. You get to see 2 amazing NRL games. You get to have a bit of a flutter at the casino. Why wouldn't I enter it?
Who's playing again?
Pardon?
Who's playing?
The Broncos, the Rabbitohs.
Yeah, but who are the Broncos playing?
Oh, I can't look. That's
By the by.
the Roosters.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right, the Roosters.
And who are the Rabbitohs playing?
The Cockatiels.
Who are they playing, Jase?
Whatever you're doing there, Keyzie, it's not happening. Well, I said the Roosters. Can you just tell me who they're playing, Keyzie?
It's the Sharks.
Oh, the Sharks.
Nah, the
right.
Manly Seagulls.
Sea Eagles.
It's going to be an amazing. It is going to be an amazing prize. You get 5-star accommodation as well, and better yet, we're actually drawing it this Friday. So if you haven't got yourself in the draw yet, text Vegas to 3483. And also, as soon as I said this last night, everyone texted in Vargas, Vagas. I don't know if it was a piss take or whatever, but
Yeah.
it's Vegas.
Got
And
you
if-
good, man.
Yeah, you sure got me. And if you spell it wrong or put an exclamation mark on it or anything other than just Vegas, you won't be in the draw. So get into it. And
Yeah.
thanks to boystrip.co.nz, sports travel made.
Easy.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Well, there you go, you massive backbones. That's your Tuesday show done and dusted. Mogi, what are your hopes and dreams for tonight, mate?
I'll go home, mate. I'll put the kid to bed. I will clean the pool, probably.
Yeah.
And
You going to have a dip before you clean it, or you have a
I
dip
had one
after?
last night.
Yes.
I had one last night to cool off. She was warm.
So
We've already
hot.
discussed, but she was warm last
Yeah,
night.
toasty.
Yeah, but not a hell of a lot. Read a book, I think. I might read my book. Eyes to the front, Hoity J. Good God. Unbelievable.
Sure.
Shocking.
Hey, Keyzie, what NAF sporting event are you going to tonight, mate?
No, nothing tonight.
All right.
My wife has squash.
Cheers.
Squash.
No, don't put bloody, what are those called?
Inverted commas.
Inverted
yeah.
commas on that.
Yeah.
And yes, so
She
what-
was saying that she's away for 3 or 4 hours for that squash game. Doesn't usually take that long.
oh no, apparently they really get into it,
Oh.
and they really have a big session.
I'm sure they do. Yeah.
So that's
So is that a bachelor night for Keyzie then? Technically speaking?
it's a bachelor night. Well, actually, I'm going to go record my gaming podcast tonight as well.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a fair bit on. And yeah, probably once she gets back from squash, she'll be quite tuckered out, so I'll just put her straight to bed. Then I'll probably have a small glass of port and play PlayStation.
Sure. What are you talking on in your podcast? What are you talking about? What games?
At the moment, I'm discussing Pokemon,
Sure.
because you've played Pokemon, eh?
Yeah, totally.
And also we're discussing, I think, GeoGuessr. Have you played GeoGuessr?
Okay, I'm bored now. As for me, I'm going to a mate's place for dinner.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So, should be fun.
I can't wait to hear about that tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow, everybody, to hear about how that goes.
I'll tell you how the hot pot is.
Yeah.
Also, make sure you stay tuned. Up next, Greg Preble on the old night show. She
Yeah.
Hard, Bon Jovi, Queens of the Stone Age. God.
So good. See you tomorrow.